Hey everyone, it's your girl Heavenly. I'm back with a video. I know it's been such a crazy year. It's been so eventful. I've graduated college, COVID hit, I moved into my first apartment. Different things have been going on, and no, they did not happen in that order. But I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video that I think is fun, like I used to. Just a way to de stress and chill out, everything like that. So, as many people in my personal life know, I love Teen Wolf. Teen Wolf is one of my favorite shows, possibly my absolute favorite show, and it is just so amazing to me. And in the midst of it becoming my favorite show, I decided to do some digging, look at some videos on YouTube, and I found a lot of people ranking the creatures in the show. Now, before I go any further, just letting you know, there is a spoiler warning. I will be talking about all 6 seasons, or spoiling at least all the seasons in this video alone. So if you have not seen it and you want to see it, go ahead to Prime Video and watch that show or something, honey, because it is amazing. But anyway, I decided that I was going to do my own list ranking each of the werewolves in the series. Now, when I say werewolves, no, I'm not going to be including the chimeras. I'm not going to be including Malia, who is a were-coyote, or Kate, who is a were-jaguar. And lastly, I will not be including any hybrids. So, here we are. We're just going to start. As you can see, I made my little list or whatever. I could not have 5 tiers like everybody else. I barely had 4 because everyone is just so put together. But I'm going basically by the ultimate opponent, which is top tier for me, meaning they're absolutely super hard to kill, super hard to take down, anything, you know. Next up for me is powerful, which means that they show great feats and everything, but they can still have some great weaknesses. Strong is honestly kind of average for me. And then security guard means that they can barely take care of themselves at times. So all these are my opinion alone. I watched the series in its entirety maybe 5 times, maybe 6, I don't know, but here we go. First up, I have Isaac Leahy. He is one of my absolutely favorite characters. I would have to put him in the strong category simply because he is strong. He does have times where he isn't the strongest, and he hasn't had many feats, but he is strong considering everything he's been through mentally, physically, and all things like that. Next up, we have oh goodness gracious, we have Erica. She died way too quick in my opinion. I wish that she had more for her character. And honestly, every time I saw her, she was being taken down by somebody. She even got taken down by Allison. And although I say that like it's light, it is actually pretty heavy. Allison is human, and although she does have her smarts and her gadgets, I still feel like, Erica had the upper hand, or could have had the upper hand, but she didn't. So that's what puts her in security guard. Plus, it always seemed like she just couldn't handle herself alone. She always had to go with somebody. Next up, we have Boyd. I'm very upset that they teased us at opening him up more as a character, as a person, and then killing him off. But he was really stronger than, he was much more stronger than Isaac. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I hate to do it, but I might have to put Isaac down in security guard because he didn't really give us many feats showing his strength now that I think about it. But he's in front of Erica for sure. Next we have Deucalion. Deucalion, I'm only judging him in one form. I know he has times where he's half transformed, and this is the most transformed we've seen him. This was back in season 3. But something that really makes me want to put him in the ultimate opponent is that he did this weird speed thing that you would only see in like vampires or something like that. Like in Vampire Diaries or something like that. And I just cannot get over it. So I have to put him in ultimate opponent. Plus his manipulation tactics and everything like that. And the fact that he misleads people is working in his favor. Next we have Ennis. Didn't see much from Ennis, like dialogue wise. We saw a little bit of Ennis in the whole series, and he showed some good strength. To me, he was just strong, nothing really powerful, although he was an alpha. It wasn't like he did anything that made me say, oh my gosh, you know. So yeah. Next is Kali. Kali, in my opinion, is powerful. Nope. I'm gonna put her in strong. She's honestly not as powerful as I would think she would be as an alpha. She does have her claws as feet too, but she's not as powerful. She's much more powerful than Ennis and Boyd, but she is not in the powerful category for me. I decided to do the twins in their separate state and in their conjoined state. So this is their separate state. We have the twins. I'm going to put them at very strong. Honestly, I feel like if they wanted to, they could have put Kali in her place, but they were just too scared to do it. Honestly, they could have taken down Kali and Ennis, but I think they were just way too timid to do it and didn't even think about it. Yeah. Okay, so I know I said no hybrids. I kind of decided that last minute, so we're just going to skip Jackson and put him all the way down there because he is a hybrid between a Canema and a werewolf since he kept his claws with the toxin in it and his tail, so I'm not going to count him. Next up, we have the Beast of Javeldon. It's a no-brainer where the Beast is going. He was the ultimate opponent, will always be the ultimate opponent, and that's that. Honestly, I have no other reasoning. Next we have Brett. He was Liam's friend who played lacrosse and also a part of Sotomi's pack. He didn't show too many great feats for me, but he did protect his sister and himself during season 4 and so on. And so I would have to say that he's much better than Erica since he could protect himself and his sister at the same time. Ultimately, they did die in season 6, which I'm still pissed about. But anyway, next up we got Alpha version of Derek. Derek as an alpha honestly felt like Derek as an omega. It was kind of the same for me with only the fact that he could make other werewolves and become stronger in their presence. So I'm honestly, unless there's something I'm forgetting, I'm honestly just going to put him, I'm going to put him in powerful. Because he is powerful. We're just going to switch this around. Hold on. But wait, no. Actually, no. I'm doing it like this. He's much powerful than Ennis. But Kali did take him down. And the twins could easily take him down. So I'm just putting him in the strong category for now. Lori, Brett's sister. She's going below Erica in the security guard level because she almost got killed a number of times by herself. Yes, she did protect herself against Kira in the locker room when Kira was acting out. But honestly, if Scott didn't step in, I feel like she would have been dead much quicker. Next up, we have Sotomi, who is powerful, in my opinion. I honestly feel like Sotomi could beat the twins because they're separate, you know. But I feel like she could beat them because she's just wiser, older, has more control, and has more moves, too. Next up, we have Garrett Douglas, or as some people like to call him, the Nazi werewolf. He was pretty powerful, in my opinion, probably more powerful than Sotomi due to him being connected to the Wild Hunt and the Dread Doctors and having that access to that power. Next up, we have Hayden, Liam's girlfriend, is what she's often known as. I'm putting her as security guard status. She's honestly better than Erica. She can at least take care of herself. I've seen Erica get beat too many times to let Hayden go after her. I can't. Although I do love Erica. I do. It seems like I don't because I'm literally crapping on her in this video. But I do love Erica. I'm just upset that she couldn't carry her own as much throughout the series. And that's all. Next, we have my favorite. I love me some Scott Mccall. I'm going to go with his beta version first. As a beta, he was exceptionally strong. He could keep up with Alpha Derek, honestly. But, of course, when it comes to Kali, that was a challenge for him. So I'm putting him in front of Alpha Derek. Alpha Derek, honestly, just wasn't it for me. He wasn't. I loved him as an alpha, but it just seemed like, you know, it didn't seem like he was an alpha 100% of the time. I'm gonna honestly skip his alpha form for right now, and go straight to Omega Garrett Hill. He was pretty strong. I feel like the Omega version of Garrett Hill could beat Kali. I just feel like he could. He was more ruthless than. Yes, he did not have a pack at the time, but still, I feel like he could beat her, but he cannot beat the twins separately. I counted the evolved Garrett Hale. I have so many versions of Derek Hill in here because he evolved throughout the show so many times. But I'm going to put him in the powerful category, mainly because he literally... I'm tempted to put him in the ultimate opponent, but he literally took down Kate Argent. He took down a berserker, which is something that Peter Hale told us was virtually impossible in season 4. But he just broke it like it was nobody's business, and I thought that was amazing. So I put him in the powerful status right here. Next, we're moving on to Talia Hill. She is going to ultimate opponent for me because, well, actually, no. I'm going to put her in powerful. I'm going to put her in front of Derek in his evolved state because she was evolved as well. She's his mother. But I put her in this simply because she had so much control over the Hale family, and a lot of other packs looked to her and asked her for guidance and everything. And I think, honestly, matter of fact, no, I'm going to put her in the ultimate opponent because, honestly, she deserves it. I don't know if I'm going to put her in between. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting her before Deucalion. Deucalion still got me with that whole running thing. Next, we have Laura Hale. We didn't see much of Laura Hale outside of season one or the early episodes of season one, but we do know she was an alpha who could hold her own. So I'm going to put her in the strong category, but I'm going to put her in front. Since she did get taken down by Peter in his form, I'm going to have to put her with below Ennis. Yeah, I'm going to put her right there. Next up, we got Cora Hale, who is still in South America, and I miss her dearly. But she honestly kind of did get on my nerves. I'm not going to lie, but I do think she's stronger than Boyd, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Alright, we got the Omega version of Peter Hale. He was strong, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to have to put him after Ennis, because Ennis could probably honestly kick his butt really easily, as well as Derek, Scott in his beta form, Kali in her form, Derek again in his Omega form, and then of course the twins could beat him easily, as we saw in season 5? No. Season 3. It was season 3. I don't know where I got season 5 from. Excuse me. Next, we got Peter Hale in his alpha form. We're going to put him, honestly, beside the Beast of Javeldon, because the only thing that took him down was Lydia's Molotov cocktail. Science took him down, and I'm going to just leave it at that. I don't really need to say much about that. Next up, I have Beta. Actually, I'm not even going to count that. Let's just not do that, because that's too much to get into. It's too much to unpack. I'm going to go with Liam. Liam is super duper strong to be a beta of Scott's making. He's very, very strong. Honestly, I feel like he would be nearly as strong as the twins separated. So I'm going to put him right here, especially because he's only a beta. But when his rage gets going, he is unstoppable. Especially because he went against the Beast of Javeldon and still survived. Next, we got, I'm going to go with the twins in their conjoined form. They are very powerful. I'm honestly going to put them in front of Sotomi. Don't really know if they would be more powerful to take over Douglas, since he does have the Wild Hunt behind him. You know what? Nah, we just gonna put him right there. Yep, we're gonna put him right there, because they could take out Douglas, now that I think about it. Especially in their alpha form. Since we're not counting Jackson or Beta Derek when he comes out of his younger state, we are going to go to the last but not least, True Alpha, Scott Mccall. Now, this is going to be a hard placing for me, since I love Scott and I'm trying not to let bias get in the way. But in terms of being hard to defeat, I would have to say that Scott is very powerful in his True Alpha form. This honestly is going to get me in trouble, but I want to put him right there, honestly. I feel like that's a good pairing, because I feel like he could beat Sotomi, only because she's a little older. He has beat Douglas, only with his pack's help, but I feel like he still would have beat him in the long run. He cannot beat the twins, because the twins in their conjoined form are nearly unstoppable. And then of course Derek in his evolved form. But Scott in this true alpha form, he is stronger than everybody else down here, as he has proved so in the show. And this is my lineup. Well, matter of fact, I'm honestly changing Isaac, because Isaac can take care of Cora, so I might switch something around here. Hold that thought. Yeah, that's how it's gonna be. That's how I'm gonna put it. Isaac has made it into the strong category because he is stronger than Cora. I just remember some new information. Boyd is stronger than Cora. I don't know why I thought he wasn't. He is very strong for a beta, but not as strong as Liam. If you guys have any questions for me as to why I put certain people in certain categories that I have not answered in this video, feel free to ask them down below. Feel free to tell me your own list. If you disagree with my list, it's cool. Let me know why. And just like and comment on this video. Make sure you guys share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.